diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch?
The new Terra Luna loses 80% of its value hours after the founder Do Kwon announces its airdrop. Well, welcome to Root Zones, bringing you the good news and the bad news of crypto. My name is Wayne.
And my name is Manish.
If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit the subscribe button. So today, guys, let's check this out. So of course, Terra Luna dropped. The asset dropped nearly 80% immediately after the founder Do Kwon announced its launch over the weekend. Now, the new altcoin was airdropped to holders of the old Luna token, which collapsed in May and launching near $18 mark. Luna went down as low as $4.39. Now, of course, at this time of this writing, it was trading around $6. Now, Binance, the largest cryptocurrency in the world, is trading volume, announced that it will be listing Luna in its innovation zone. So I think that's something to take note. They are now talking about classification. Hey, Daryl, what's up? So it's actually designed for tokens to increase volatility that pose higher risk to other coins. So in the new proposal, of course, by Do Kwon, the new blockchain, the entrepreneur said that after the aftermath of the USD failure was a chance to rise up from the ashes. And so the new blockchain is called Phoenix One. And, basically it went live to public node services, wallets, and Explorer are expected to launch shortly. Now, of course, we had some conversation with some of you folks who actually asked us whether it's a good time to get into Luna. Looking at the price right now from $18 to about $6 trading, it may not be a good time to actually get into Luna. First of all, you got to ask yourself, you got to actually question your own belief, why you believe that Luna would be something to. If it's just pure speculation, pure trading, maybe that's something you can look at, because from $4.39 the price went up to $6, so there are a lot of traders coming in. But when you look at the fundamental of the token, where do you think? I think the only attraction that brought Luna to fame was because of the APY 20% USD. Other than that, guys, I don't find Luna, I mean, no offense to anyone, but I don't find any value proposition for Luna. Maybe not now. Maybe Do Kwon has something up his sleeve. However, the stablecoin portion actually becomes a question in the crypto space. And I know most of you, of course, right now across the board, we'll be looking at about a 50% to 60% loss. Even for us, myself and Manish, we used to, during the bull run, right, the market cycle, we actually purchase with all the tokens that we acquired. We actually purchase free tokens, right, like KDA, Blocktopia, Meta Hero. I mean, for those who are actually following us, we actually purchase those at literally free. So even having taken back our principal, we can see that our own portfolio has actually dropped to close to 50% with the free so-called money. So again, guys, we have learned from the past. In 2017, 3 years ago, we are back in the bear run, right? You look at Dogecoin, from currently now trading at 8 cents. It had its nice run as of early last year. I mean, not early last year, but in April, up to 70 cents. And then today, fast forward 1 year later, it's back at 8 cents. So, understand market cycles, understand supply and demand, understand that all this, I had another conversation with a buddy of mine, and he's talking about utility. So he's talking, example, Ethereum has utility. So yes, Ethereum has a platform and is built for cryptocurrencies that don't even produce goods and services. So when you are in this space, the mindset cannot be compared to the stock market that produces goods and services. And even in this space, is really about that market cycle, that supply and demand, the value proposition. Now, 95%, as what Do Kwon said, will definitely fail, for a simple reason. He's right, because statistically, any new projects that come into this space actually lose business. So when you are investing in also potentially the hype, right? We have seen that in the DAOs, we have seen that in rebases. It's called the S curve. So understand the S curve. If something new comes in, something disruptive, something very new in the market, that like something like Titano, when it first launched, you can see a very nice roll up of the wallets. That means a lot of new money is coming in to pay back the old folks as they start to grow and build into utility. So like Daryl saying, utility is one of the best way to sustain and create demand. I totally agree with that. The only challenge with this is that we have great utilities, real world life cases like VET, right? So VET is trading a few cents, but if you actually watch the YouTube, which we have covered before, they are actually doing something in the shipping in terms of the insurance. But yet, the you got to understand that the people coming into this market are aged between 18. These are the Gen Z, and the Gen Z don't, although they maybe hear about this, they really like NFTs and they really like maybe gaming, and they also like meme coins, right? So sometimes you may find certain technicals things that like that this will be a game changer, but maybe in our age group we feel that is certain value, but the market determines otherwise, right? So understanding the psychology of the market cycles, the supply and demand. Even if we move into utility, I think the true utility will come in when the metaverse is fully launched and fully built, and that's a 7 years to 10 years project. So keep eyes on Facebook, aka Facebook, known as Meta, because once they start to launch their own ecosystem, we will start to see a shift in the metaverse and buy companies in the Nasdaq, in the stock market that deals with the metaverse. So you got infrastructures, you got things like Unity. So Unity is a application tool that actually develops AR, VR, XR, right? So this is the triad of the new technology that will be coming into this space, and NFTs will be part of your outlook, right? You can change your shirts and all that. So right now, Luna, definitely not. I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it with the DAOs. I've seen it with the V-bases. When it crashes, it's very difficult to come back up again. And it's just that death spiral that happens, right? So that is something you got to take note. And of course, DAI right now, since after UST, DAI takes the reign of the leading decentralized stablecoin by market cap. So MakerDAO, if you understand MakerDAO, you will understand that it's also owned by Anderson, one of the top hedge funds. So do check out his company called, if I'm not mistaken, is A16, and A16 has a list of tokens that they are actually projects that they are actually investing large amount of money into that. So sometimes it's always good to look at what the hedge funds are doing, because they have the network to actually make things happen, right? Rather than projects that may not have KYC. We do not know who are the developers, what is their track record. So as I said, follow the developers, follow the money, right? Follow the money, follow the developers, right? So another key point there. So MakerDAO, of course, right now is taking the fourth largest stable coin. Of course, by end of this year, Yellen has asked, the institutions, not institutions, the actually government, to actually ensure that we have the answer or the framework for stable coin that is coming up by end of this year. So there's a mandate that will happen. So hopefully, we as retail investors, we can have certain form of backing. I won't say backing from the government of the US, but at least certain framework that stable coins have to comply with, that can assist us when we run into a bear market without the dip that also happened to USDT, right? So there's nothing safe here, guys. Don't even think that USDC is safe, because all of these, although they are not algo kind of setup, in terms of playing with the supply and demand and creating that arbitrage, they also will be questioned on the $1 mapping, right? So they, for every token that they create, they got to have a dollar matching in the bank. Of course, if you understand business, you understand inflation, it's very difficult to create something of stable coin when you're actually losing at 8.5% on your dollar, right? So something to take note there also. So there are certain risks, you got to hedge it out. And last but not least, of course, SpaceX is to follow Tesla. Is accepting Dodge payment, and Elon Musk tweeted this. So of course, Dodge actually just move up a notch at somewhere around 8.85, right? 8.5 cents. So will this actually go back to the same phenomenal rush we had? I don't think so. I think this 1 year, most of the Gen Z have learned a very painful lesson, and some of them lost their lives, and some of them even put in their life savings without understanding the current game of crypto. So hang in there, guys. Market cycle always come back. as humans, we understand looking at 500 years of data, we always came back stronger. We always broke new heights. So go in for the long run. So that's all I have today. I'm going to hand over to Manish.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, so let's talk about some essential skill that is helpful for to become a successful trader. No, the market is not for trading, but yes, always when there is a time when the market is on a dip, it's a good time to buy, and then when the market will be up, to sell it up and take some profit on the go. So let's check it out. Anyone can be a trader today, but becoming a successful one take a lot more than a three-piece suit and some investment capital. So there are some essential skills that they have to have, and Laura Williams has outlined them below. Are some easy ones, so probably we'll go through each one of them. What are the essential skills to be a successful trader? So research and analysis, as we have always mentioned, the ability to conduct through the quality research along and solid accurate market analysis is considered fundamental to a trading success. So this is something skill which is you can learn over the period of time. Trading successful traders develop their skills in thoroughly researching the informations related to the instrument, and when accurately predicting the impact of the informations on a specific market. So we also do a lots of research, go through different market space, chart, and the trends, and then after the research we see which are the tokens are doing good, what is the potential outcome for these tokens, as Wayne mentioned in the previous topic, what is the utility about it. So all this research matters, this analysis matters, capture all the nitty-gritty and all the small details which helps you understand about the trading part. The second one is adopting market analysis to market conditions. So over the time, successful traders will develop a trading techniques and strategy they use repeatedly. According to one successful traders, every traders develop their personal toolkit of method, trading tactics, and strategy, and it's good to have an individual trading style and edge. There are bots where you can copy the strategies of somebody or somebody successful traders, and you can use that. But it's always to do research and find out more about all these strategies and tactics and adopt something that works for you. The next one is staying in the game. No matter what industry you may be, everyone is going to experience some highs, some lows at some point. When you are trading full time, you will make a significant gain at some point, and some point you may lose. So of course, when the outcome is good, you are likely to continue and may want to abandon when things so go bad. And a successful traders understand the neither extremists last off for very long, and which means you have to stick it out in order to profit and grow. And this is very important point, guys. This is discipline and patience. So two closely related skills that every successful trader has to have as a discipline. If something that is working out, you started putting out all your money, whatever the savings you have it, you start putting it. It's not something that is recommended. So there the discipline comes into the picture, and have to stick to the market during its highs and lows and accomplish this. You need to be a discipline and patience. So just because there are not any genuine opportunity right now doesn't mean that there won't be any in the future. So a success will take all these tries because they know that there will be a trading opportunity and that your patience will eventually be rewarded. So as of now, you can see that even in entire portfolio of us also in down, and that's the only thing which we can do it is a patience. Well, we'll wait for the market to come up, and at some point of time we will get our all-time high which was reported earlier. So this something that you should keep it in mind. And why I'm going through these points, because these are the fundamentals which we have not covered it from such a long time. So just a refresher for you guys. The last one we have it is a record keeping. The best way to distinguish between a successful and unsuccessful one is that the former will make it a priority to learn from their mistakes, while the latter does not. So, in this informations should be used for maintaining a record of every traders as it occurs. So, watched our previous video where we have covered how to create your portfolios, and there is a Excel related video which we have updated where it will take a data from any of your marketplace or like CoinGecko, market cap, and you can create your own portfolios. Do check out that videos. It's very helpful, which help you to track your portfolio, and also the data it will sync up, the important information it will sync up live from the marketplace. So this means you should note down your entry and exit point along with your reason for buying and selling. Likewise, you should also mention your take profit and a stop loss level. Stop loss is something very important, guys. When you're doing a trading, you have to put the stop loss. There are some scenario in the past where we have lost lots of money since we have not used the stop loss. And stop loss is something that which can help you to exiting or to selling when there is a huge dip in the market. And just talk about Luna. If you have hold so long and you already got a profit, you could have put a stop loss. So if a stop loss at certain point, it will trigger and it will help you to save or go from a huge loss. So likewise, you should also mention your take profit loss and the condition of the market after placing the order. So your reactions to the market movement and outcome of the trade. So not only you should keep a trading journal, also have some recommendations that you read through it regularly, because this will help you to identify what you are doing is right and where is going wrong. So always do research, and there are some good journals in the internet where you can refer and see whether the what you're doing it for your trading is right or some corrections required. So that's all for today, and just check it out what is happening in the market.
Yeah, thanks, Manish. So, guys, again, this is always a good indicator. I like number 10, extreme fear. It's the first glance that we always just give, but of course, this is T minus 1 day. Today, of course, we look at everything looks very bullish, but still, the underlining tone is that nothing is going to change this market yet. A few things we will be looking at. Federal government, sorry, not the federal government, the SEC, sorry, the Feds basically going to raise interest rate to 1%. Of course, we will keep doing this until we actually bring down the actual inflation. And of course, this actually has a real impact across the world, right? Not only just in the US alone. So of course, even if you look at the top 10 coins like OMG, Luna C, Bell, RSR, Waves, Cardano, VRA, ApeCoin, GMT, Unify, and KNC, always keep eyes on the market cap, because market cap still is 1.2 trillion. So people are trying to find certain movements within certain sectors, certain coins, and it's not generating enough revenue for the entire market. So even if you see this, doesn't mean that it might be a good investment. You got to always be cautious and go back to your portfolio management, right? And most of these coins, it's only two dominant coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum. The rest are all considered as the 19,000, and most of it are duplicate. So when you find a new token, always ask yourself, is this a new idea? Because we are in a disruptive space, and we are in a tech community in GitHub. All the programmers are actually sharing ideas, and sometimes ideas may be very difficult to execute. If you take, for example, Vitalik Buterin in Ethereum, he already had a plan to actually, speak about certain cost reduction of Ethereum, increase the TPS. And then we had Solana, who actually tried to build a plane, fly the plane, and then they had, after they launched that in the air, they also found the same challenge that Vitalik most likely himself also knew, but couldn't execute that. And now Ethereum came out with something called the merge, right? So So they are all learning from each other as we try to harness innovation. And this is the same thing that happens in very early days of Web 1.0, when we were first learning to actually develop websites using front page or HTML coding. So there was a lot. We had the bubble, and then today look at the internet, right? So same thing. We are very early in the crypto space, so we are the first movers, stay in the game, as what Manish has read in that article. So of course, last 24 hours, Bitcoin up by 4%, Ethereum up by 5%, BNB 3%, XRP 3%, Cardano 12%, still at 50 cents, and Solana 1%, Dogecoin 2%, making it to 10th place. So that's all I have today. I'm going to hand over to Manish for the tweet of the day.
Yeah, thanks, man. So the tweet is coming from the Huskins point out the network activity for the Cardano is second only. So let's check it out what is happening. On Sunday, 29th May, Charles Hoskinson, the founder and CEO of Input Output Global (IOG), the company responsible for Cardano research and developments, took a closer look at 24-hour transaction volume across chains, and Hoskinson sent out the scene to show that 24-hour transaction volume for Cardano was 9.57 billion, which means that it was second only to that of Bitcoin and higher than that Ethereum. So there are lots of transaction is happening, and maybe the good days will be back soon.
Yep.
So with
So
that,
that's all we have, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys
Take
tomorrow.
care.
Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want the chain, you better cop a vest. You want the